Hello, you all right? I'm dressed up tonight. I love theatrical stories, humorous stories about theatres, actors, backstage, the lives they lead. I found them extremely humorous over the years. And this is a favourite of mine, I've heard him tell it a few times. Peter Sellers, fine actor, and he tells this story. Now, you need to know that in those days, and this was the late 50s, it was common practice not to trust actors and theatricals because they were thought to be vagabonds, really. You couldn't trust a word they said, or you certainly couldn't trust them with your money or your possessions. So they were thought, rascals. Just be careful of them. And the other thing you need to know is in those days it was quite common, and indeed it went through the 50s, 60s, 70s, 80s, even the 90s. It was common practice to go into a shop with a cheque, one of these, a cheque from a bank, and they'd cash it for you. And then you'd have the cash, so you'd probably spend a bit in the shop. They'd have your cheque, and then they'd cash it into the bank next time they cashed up and get the money back, and everything was fine, except if you're an actor, and then there was a problem. Now, this concerns an actor, a third-rate actor, a bit of a ham, called Barrington Minge, who was very like Donald Wolfett or Donald Sindon, but they were good actors and they were successful, and he wasn't very good, and he never was successful. So Barrington Minge found himself on tour in the Black Country. He was in Dudley, and then Stourbridge, and then Halesowen. And they started off the tour in Dudley in a small theatre which was just off Wolverhampton Street at the time. And he was staying in rooms above the Griffin, the pub on Stone Street. And having a bit of time off, he decided to wander down Wolverhampton Street and have a look at the shops, see what he could see. So here we go. Peter Sellers, look it up on YouTube. You'll love it. So he was wandering along, was dear old Barrington Minge, the actor. And the first shop he came to was the butcher's, and he looked in the butcher's and he went in. He said, good day. Fine fellow, good day. My name is Barrington Minge. I am in a play at the local theatre, and I thought I would give myself a nice feed before I go on stage this evening. Could you possibly get me those 2 lean pork chops? They look really fine, really fine. Wrap them up for me, and I will take them away, and I'd like to pay for them by offering you this small cheque. I'm sorry, sir. No, we don't do cheques, not for actors, not for theatricals. We found over the years it never works. They always bounce, and we're left out of money, and by then you've gone and you've had our money off us. So we don't do that anymore. I'm sorry, sir. Okay, fine fellow. I do understand. Thank you. If you could keep the pork chops, and I will return, and I will take them from you once I return. Thank you so much. Good day, fine fellow. And on he went. And then he came across this bakery, and you could smell lovely smells coming out of this bakery. So in the actor went. Fine lady, what a lovely shop you have here. What a delightful, delicious aroma is exuding from the cakes and the buns and the breads. Fine. If you could possibly, I'm Barrington Minge. I'm appearing at the local theatre in a production of Sister Martha's Madrigal. If you could possibly put me the cream horn and the chocolate eclair in a box for me, I will take them away with me. And I'd like to offer you payment with this small cheque. If you could cash. I'm sorry, sir. No, we don't do cheques for actors. No, we don't. We used to, but we got taken on with the cheques. The cheques benched, so we don't do them anymore. I'm sorry, but if you're an actor, we'll take cash, but no cheques. I'm sorry about it. Completely understandable, fine lady. I will return for the cakes. Put them in a box, and I shall return, sir. Fare thee well. Good day, fine lady. And on he went, and he saw this gents outfitters, as they used to call them. And he went in. They could hear the bell ring, and this little old man came out and he said, "Ah, good fellow, fine day, fine day, fine day. And what a wonderful establishment you have here. Everything that a fine gentleman could ask for. My name is Barrington Minge. I am in the current theatre production at the local theatre, Sister Martha's Madrigal, and I've decided I would like to purchase a couple of fine white silk shirts, collar 6 7/8, and a silk red bow tie, if you wish. And in recompense, I will pay you with this, if you could cash me this small cheque, and then I will take the items. If you put them in a nice carrier bag for me, then, oh, I'm sorry, sir, no, we don't do cheques. No, not from theatrical people, not from actors, not from anybody. We've had a lot of people come in variety from show business, and we've always had problems with the cheques, so we don't do it anymore. You can pay cash, but we can't do cheques. I completely understand, good fellow. Thank you so much. Still put them in a brown carrier bag for me, and I shall return soon to pick up my purchase. Thank you so much. Good day to you. And off he went. And he went past this shoe shop, and in the window he saw these shoes that he liked very much. So and he went, "Ah, good day, fine lady. What a beautiful lady you are. My name is Barrington Minge. I am starring in the current production at the local theatre, Sister Martha's Madrigal. And I would like to purchase, you've got some beautiful dark brown brogue Chelsea boots in the window, size 10 if you wish. Go and find them for me, and I will pay for them using this. If you just cash me this very small cheque, and I will. I'm sorry, sir. No, we don't do cheques. Not for actors. Not for them involved in the theatre. No, we've found there's always been a problem. We've never got our money back, so we've stopped doing cheques. Anybody in the theatre, show business, we just don't do cheques anymore. We'll take your cash. You can pay for your boots, but no cheques. I completely understand. Yes, thank you so much, young lady. Put the boots one side for me, and I will return later to collect them. I thank you so much, and good day. And right at the end of Wolverhampton Street, there used to be a little laundry, and it did all sorts for the local people. Just a small laundry. And in went Barrington Minge. "Ah, good day, fine sir. My name is Barrington Minge. I am an actor in the touring production at your local theatre, Sister Martha's Madrigal, and I would like to bring in some shirts for you to wash and to launder for me, for you to iron. And can I stop you there, sir? Did you say you was an actor?" Yes, but all I would ask you to do is if you could just cash this small cheque, and then I'll be able to pay you for the items which I have with me, and then sorry, sir. Actors, cheques, no, we don't do them. We've always found there's a problem with actors giving cheques. So cash, fine, but I'm sorry, we don't do cheques. I understand completely, my good man. Now tell me one final thing with this cheque. Could you iron the bloody thing for me? Very well, good fellows. Have thee a fine evening, a fine weekend. I bid thee farewell. Adieu.